Dzisiaj jesteśmy błogosławieni, aby przedstawić jeden z wnikliwych wykładów pod tytułem Sutra Surangama, 4 jasne i niezmienne instrukcje czystości, powstrzymaj się od pożądania i zabijania, część 2 z 6, między mistrzem a uczniami, udzielony w języku angielskim 22 grudnia 2018 roku.
The working team. Oh, yeah. Okay. I tell the contact person to put the working team in the front, so I can thank you. I want to thank you. Okay, I really thank you. Thank you. Because the working people, they have been working under, time stress, and they never complain. Working very happily, very unconditionally, dedicatedly, yeah. And I want to thank you very much. It's a very big place. And you have no idea how much garbage they have collected. I come and go. I just see the garbage, more than people. At the beginning, there are not too many workers. They work under, time pressure, because we try to make it before Christmas. Try to make it before this day, so that you can come together and sit, even though just under the tent. But this is our place. Is this really our place now? They have been working really, really hard. And normally, I tell the contact person to put them in the front today, the first day, so that they can be the first one to see me. Of course, they have been seeing me sometimes when I come and go. It depends on what team at that day. But I want them to sit in the front today, because normally working people, like for example kitchen, or even the guard, they're the one who last to see me, if they can see at all. Because sometimes they are dispatched outside, and the outside gate, they have no chance to come here. And sometimes I come in different hours, and they have to stay in kitchen still, completing their duty that day, so they have no chance. Maybe chance, but not always, like you can always come to see me, but they are not. I really want to thank you. Thank you very much. And even they don't go to group meditation in Cebu on Sunday, because they have to stay here and work. When they first came, the place is very messy, and they just sleep anywhere. And sometimes they work until very late at night. Understand me? Yeah, when you already sleep, they're still working. Yeah, I came here, like sometimes stay very late, and they work all night, almost all night. I'm very proud of you. I thank you. I'm very proud of you. I don't know if I were you, could I work so hard like that? Maybe I'm old already, I'm not sure. But you work really hard. May God bless you. Buddha bless you. Heaven bless you. And I love you. Come down with me. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. This is true dedication. Your pure heart is good. When I sit here, you cannot see. Okay, I stand up. I don't make difference. Don't make much difference in my size. My size doesn't make much difference whether or not I sit or stand, but I try to make the best of it. Okay. I even go high heels, but don't make much difference. Even high heels, I can kind of people. When I was in Cebu before, I always pick the workers, the ones who work with labor, hands, and then like carpenters, constructors, clean environment. I always pick them Sunday, together eating with them. And they are the priority. And sometimes I treat also office people. But I like people who work so diligently. I mean, I don't mean office people are not work. I just mean office job is more cleaner and more comfortable. You sit in the shade, or you sit in aircon, or you sit with the fan. The people who work under the sun, under rainy conditions, in the cold weather, is different. You understand? I have always soft spot for people who have to work outside, like laboring, yeah? It's not just our brother and sister who works hard. I always sympathize those who work outside. You know, there was some Canadian like aircon repairer. Yeah, he told me he has to work in Canada. Then where because they have to climb into the attic sometimes, or working outside or under the basement, all kind of work. And their hands become like very stiff. They could not even move. But you cannot always use the glove, because if you use the glove, you cannot handle some delicate bolt or screw or some very tiny part of the machinery. And they say the hand sometimes is so cold, it's difficult to move and work, and they also cold in such condition. Sometimes they have to crawl into some kind of small space or tunnel in order to repair some machinery part. And I always have very much sympathy to this kind of people. I always thank them and treat them nicely, even those people who come to my house, outsiders, not disciples, to repair my plumbing system, water pipes, electricity, anything. I always treat them very, very nicely, and I give them our tip and cook for them, bake for them special. Normally I don't bake, but if they come, I also bake for them. If it's a special occasion, like their birthday, they have to come and work, then I cook for them and make a cake and blow candles and stuff, so that they feel appreciated and respected, that they can go on, fighting with all kinds of difficulty in a difficult situation, to continue to do their job with pride and with happiness. No wonder, under the communism, they treat the labor 99%, right? In America, they say 99%. Those underprivileged, no wonder they treat the 99% good. I heard that like a long time ago I went to China, and there was a taxi driver, and I asked him if he's okay. He said, yeah, the government treat him well. If they don't have enough money, they always can rely on the government to support them. I like that kind of society. It's ideal society for me. Under what name, I don't mind. It's just that we should not just take care of the body's comfort or contentment only. We should also take care of the spirit, the soul. Because look, when the soul's gone, we just stay like this, huh? You don't have to go to the mall. You stiff before you go in there already, like this, huh? Therefore, we should know there is something inside that we should take care of before it leaves the body and make the body useless. That's why I always advise people, if your family member died, just cremate them. So it saves us the land also, we don't pollute the land and all that. Also sometimes the astral spirit will make use of the body and make trouble for the living. If you die, you should cremate yourself, understand? Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Finding wisdom, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. And this I bought it from my house. Just now, the Hufa helped me to carry. I'm older. I should carry it to show you my respect and appreciation. But I'm not all that tough anymore. The Hufa helped the guard, is helping me to carry this for you. For the workers only, Okay. Only for workers. Got that? Because there are too many people, so I will just put my love in it, and later the group leader will take it, and everybody take it by themselves. Not the group leader give, okay? Well, maybe if you like the group leader blessing as well extra, then you let me. I do it now, alone. And then for me, like that, take it. If in case not enough, I also take care of this, okay? All for you. My house only that much, okay? Yeah, they give me only that much. Yeah, but we have some here. Yeah, we can take care of it. I take care of everything. Master do everything. Master do Later, okay? Later. Too many inconvenience, Later. The group leader, right hand. Later, you bring and give to people, okay? Put your earphone on. If you don't put your earphone, you cannot hear. There are too many languages here. Inside, I speak all kinds of language. Outside, some Spanish, broken Spanish. German, I don't know if it's good anymore. English, okay. Chinese, so. Vietnamese, 50-50. And French, forget it. Alright guys, I really love you. Thank you for coming. All of you, even if you did not work, I thank you for working at home. Thank you for working in the society, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. That is a very big job. Raising your family, taking care of children, making sure they became a model of virtuous and goodness in the world is a very big responsibility and a lot of work. Yeah, okay. I told you it makes no difference, but I'm just trying to tell you that I tried. This place is a little bigger than Sihu, and it's our place. It takes like maybe around more than half a year to get it. Yeah. You are really my dear children. Very dear indeed. Well, you know this rule, right? At home you have already several kids. You know how dear they are to you, right? I have too many kids. Big kids, small kids, old kids, young kids, middle-aged kids, teenage, no age kids. Not yet age at all kids. Still coming. Yeah. If you are working very well, diligently at home, and taking care of yourself and your family well, I am also very, very, very grateful. Because that means I don't have to worry about you. That means the society have better helpers to make it more beautiful, livable, and more agreeable to everyone. Because if your children are born from vegan parents, they became also vegan. Oh, mostly. And they will be also the ambassador of compassion, peace, loving, kindness. And you take good care of them. You impart to them that ideal since they were young already. Read to them when they were still in your womb. Okay? Read to them. They understand everything. You read to them, you teach them already before they came to this world. And when they came into this world, of course you continue to teach them. And I thank all of you for that. And even if you don't have children of your own, but you live next to people, you have children, and your lifestyle will somehow influence them and make them a better person, better neighbor. It doesn't always work, but you are there. At least you try. At least you make a good example. And I'm very, very proud of all of you. I'm proud of all of you. I know you don't always have time to come and help to clean the ashram, but never mind, whoever has time, they come already. And maybe the place is not yet 100% the way you like, but it's okay, let it be. Yeah, let it be. It's better than nothing. Well, it's worth it, isn't it? Yeah. So it doesn't matter. We are all very rich anyway. Yeah, we are rich inside. The richness inside, money cannot buy. And money cannot sell. Nothing can destroy it. Nothing can make it lessen. So that's the best richness that we can always keep. Yeah, now and hereafter. Suдар. And we are worthy of every penny, of anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Yes. I don't know anyone who are more worthy than you. Maybe as worthy as you, but no one is more worthy than you. For anything that is afforded to you, you deserve it. You deserve it all. Yeah. Bravo to you. Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to you, you are very enthusiastic. Praise yourself. Yeah, heaven also are happy with you. Okay? If you think you are not up to it, then try harder. Okay, huh? Try harder. And sooner or later, you get there. Okay? Yes. One make another better example, you follow the other another example, and then you make the example for others. Yes. I am just a little sorry that we didn't have it earlier. But you know the reason, right? You know the reason. Never mind, if you don't know, it's okay too. It's okay too. Well, better than Thailand. That time. Better than the last time Pattaya we did, right? Okay. Maybe not as many fruits. You have enough food, by the way? Really? Okay. If any of you still feel hungry or haven't found any food, just go to the kitchen and tell them I'm hungry. Okay? I think you just say I'm hungry. Yeah? I don't need Taiwanese. I don't need Chinese. I don't need any Japanese or any language to tell people I'm hungry. Or do you? No. You just say, Huh? Yeah. Even children, before they talk, they already know how to tell the mother that they're hungry, right? Mother understands perfectly, right? Yeah. Oh, you don't? You do? Your mother always understood, that's why you grow so big. Huh? That's the proof. Okay. I'm so happy to see you. And we have just maybe as many people as in Pattaya, yeah? Or maybe more, maybe less. But at least we have enough toilet facility. At least you don't have to climb 16 floors. No elevator even. Elevators are occupied, remember? Yeah. Wow, I'm glad. I'm glad you remember. So you will appreciate this place more. It's all flat. I don't have many story buildings. Oh, that's one. Yeah, one maybe 5 story, and the other one 2 story. That's a mess. Okay. Yeah, and they put you in different departments, different places. But I say, come all here. Like this, at least you cannot see me at one time. I can at least walk around. Huh? At least some of you can see, right? Yeah. If in a room, then just maybe 2,000 people see, or 500, 200. I asked them how many. They say 1,000 something. They told me the most sitting there. I said, how much is the most? They say 1,000 something. I said, that's not the most. Because you are about 8,000, right? I know 10,000, yeah? But that is not maximum already because we screen out some. Because I forgive. But I don't want to be reminded. If you forgive, a snake is fine for biting you, for poisoning you with the bite. But you don't want to hug the snake all day long or keep it in your kitchen, no? Do you? Do you want that? No, okay. You forgive the snake. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Bless you. Don't bite anymore, but you will not always just try to be friendly and compassionate to the snakes and hugging him all day, huh? You want that? No, huh? Okay. So, love should go with wisdom, okay? And forgiveness goes with reason. Because somebody told me, oh, Master, I feel like forgiving is like stupidity. Because people do bad things to you, and then you just say, okay, I forgive you, and then you continue business as usual. It's not like that. Buddha, Christ advised us to be not among with such and such people. The same with other saintly master. They advise you choose your friend. Yeah, choose who you be with, so that you became more purified, encouraged, yes, and have more spirit to follow your righteous path. Therefore, forgiving is different than forgetting. Yeah, you can forgive and forget, but you don't have to always go find trouble to prove that you are compassionate or a big heart and magnanimous. I mean, big stomach, they call it. That you can stomach everything. That we know for sure. But don't keep hugging the tiger after he wants to eat you, okay? For example, if you find the tiger to forgive him, it's fine, but don't try too hard. Or the poisonous snake. The snake's nature is like that. Maybe he changed, but maybe not. Huh? Don't risk your life just to prove that you are tough. Okay, we practice and we know ourselves. We know how tolerant we are, but there's no need to overdo to prove it. I also don't need to prove that I am very tolerant and embracing everybody and all that. No, I don't need to prove nothing. You have to prove it to me that you have really learned from my teaching. But you call me teacher, right? You call me master. If an English teacher keep teaching the student, tell him, okay, you have to go home. Learn this lesson today, learn the grammar, try to write in English. Well, that person do nothing. Just sit in the class and making clown or making bad comments or criticizing the teacher or making trouble in the class. Then the teacher should not be tolerant of that. Number one is troublesome for everyone in the classroom. That person don't have the right. Teacher also don't have the right to do that. To ruin the class. There are many students that are eager to learn, spend their time and their money from their parents, etc., to learn English. That person is just staying there, just to make trouble. Then he has to go. After telling many times and still don't change, then must go. Otherwise it ruins the whole learning atmosphere of other students, and tire the teachers down and wasting his or her time just to fix one person who is incorrigible. Then it is not very wise of the teacher. Although wasting his time instead of teaching the whole class a good thing and improving, he's just wasting time on somebody who's not really worth it. Even any sane sage would tell you, only the worthy one would really go to heaven. Jesus said, unless you become like a child, be pure, you will not enter the kingdom of God. He doesn't cheat you. He doesn't lie to you. He doesn't say, okay, come. I want more disciples, a lot of people. The more disciples, the more prestige the master look like. He don't say that, see? Even though, he could, he can do miracles and stuff like that. So he would just want to accept everyone. But he even tell them the truth. Accept you become as a child. You cannot enter the kingdom of God. Right in front of him already. People already see him, know him. And he still have to warn them that. Buddha say the same. For example, in this Surangama Sutra, the Buddha said many things about how his disciples should behave. I have been studying it. It's a long time since I read it. I know approximately what is what, but I have to also select. Otherwise, if I read this to you and knowing me, I'll talk forever. Then we just take one sutra and until I die, I won't finish it. But that's called expounding, excuse. Maybe I talk a lot. I don't know if you listen to any of them, but it's okay. I talk. Never mind. You like it, huh? You like it just standing there and talk no matter what? Sometime before, we don't have this marvelous earphone translating system, like a spontaneous translation system. Some people from foreign land don't understand what I'm saying. Still say, Master, stay. We learned that word. Master, come, stay. I said, but they don't understand anything. Oh, it's very nice. And some people listen to my song singing in Vietnamese. Yeah. Sometimes they come and fetch me from the airport, and they put in this Vietnamese song I sing all the time. Say, you understand anything? And he singing along with it. In Vietnamese? Yeah. You understand anything? Not really. Then why you listen to it? Very nice, Master. As long as Master sings it. Yeah. Okay, you want to listen to this sugar? Before, in our SMTV, they always put a caption, like Buddha is vegetarian. So I corrected them. So now they put Buddha vegan. Remember, you saw that? Okay. Why? I tell you why. Normally, when the master is alive, he can speak for himself. He can say, I'm vegan. But the master is already gone, so they say anything. They put fish in Jesus' mouth. They put pig feet in the Buddha's mouth. They say anything. The poor master has no more in the physical world to talk. And woe to him if he come back to the physical world and say, look, I'm here. I'm the Buddha. I'm vegan. Then everybody, what do you think they will react? Huh? They might put him in somewhere. You know where, right? Okay then. I'm going to tell you a bedtime story. Are you happy? Good. You know what happened when a happy person become a Buddha? You know what happened? No? He become a happy Buddha. What if he is miserable person and become a Buddha then? Miserable Buddha, we don't want that. Laughter is good for you, good for the world, yeah? Because it brings happy energy, infected other people with their elevated vibration. Happiness is contagious, okay? Happiness, smiling, laughing, to make other people happy is also a kind of charity. Because the world is already full of trouble and events. So if anytime we can laugh or make someone laugh, it's a kind of good charity, good deed, yeah? Good deed. You might go to what heaven? Laugh in heaven. See, I'm all equipped. And before I read this, I had to read it, first, scan it first. Because the Buddha said many things, okay? And sometimes it's not all necessary to tell you, you know already, okay? Just sometimes I need to use some authority figure. Now I can't see you. So, who are you? Where are you? Because sometimes I have to quote some kind of authority figure so that you know I say the same thing. And what I say, it doesn't go away from the ethical standard or spiritual standard. Okay, now, there's so many things I could read to you. Look at all this, but I do one at a time, yeah? If we cannot finish due to my talking forever, then we do it next year again. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana. And also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. I tell you some basic thing first, okay? And then later, when we have more time, we go deeper into how a practitioner could go in astray, yeah? from the spiritual path and fall into the demonic path, unaware, and even feel proud, and even feel righteous about it, and even lead others astray as well, due to your own misunderstanding, due to your own ignorance of the demonic influence upon your spiritual life. Okay? Even with the initiation, you still have to be aware. Okay? Otherwise, I just give you initiation and say, voila, you're done. No, I tell you, meditate every day. Step by step, you go up. It's better than go too fast. Huh? Go too slow in the highway, no good. Go too fast, also no good. And I also tell you to keep the 5 precepts. I don't say, okay, Master, all the powerful, you do what you want. Doesn't matter. It does matter. Now, in this one, the Buddha explained to Anand about just a simple, the 5 precepts. And you think it's nothing much. It is a lot. Okay, even to the monks. So the Buddha saying things here to the monks assembly. But at that time there were also dragons and devas and ghosts and demons of different kinds who came also to listen to the Dharma. I just tell you some part of the sutras only, okay? And there are many demons even came listen to the Buddha. And the dragons, yeah, and the devas from the heaven as well as from the land and from the sea, from the water as well. Okay, all kinds. Well, some of you see that in our gathering sometimes, yeah? If at that time you're not sleeping, your eyes open, then you can see. I mean, this eye. This eye open all the time, see nothing. You see only the illusionary of this world. The Buddha say this after Ananda has been explained about different kind of practice. Yeah, before that, different kind of practice, like which bodhisattva in former life or in this lifetime practice what kind of cultivation in order to be enlightened and become arhat. There were about 20 plus, okay? Maybe another time. I mentioned it briefly sometimes, many long years ago. But just briefly, okay? If we have time, I will also tell you, alright? Now, the Kuan method is supposed to be the best, the most reliable, the quickest, and the best, according to the Buddha, okay? Therefore, you got that already, so we're not in a hurry to tell you other one, okay? So right now I'm telling you about demons, ghosts, and devils. Are you scared? I am scared. After all the Bodhisattvas told the Buddha, Buddha knows already, he just want to ask each one of them expound their method of practice so that everyone in the assembly, including the devas and the demon also understand. Yeah. Finally, the Kuan method is the best. The inner hearing organ is the best device to attain enlightenment and everlasting, reliable. Nothing can stop you when you do the hearing method. Okay? Right. And then after that, Ananda asked the Buddha some more questions. So after he heard all this, and many of beings, they are limitless beings, they all brought forth a matchless, unequal resolve for Anuttara Samyak Sambuddhi, means for the highest aspiration, for the highest enlightenment. Yeah, they all resolve, they are determined to want to practice until they get the best, the highest enlightenment. Understand? Like the Buddha. And then, after that, Ananda straightened his robe, this monk robe, and then bowed to the Buddha in the midst of the assembly and placed his palms together. At that time, his mind is perfectly clear, and he felt a mixture of joy and sorrow, although he heard all that wonderful Dharma has been expounded to them and the assembly and him. Why? Because he was a very compassionate monk. You must know, even though Anand was a disciple of the Buddha, but in Ian Kalpa past, he has already been Buddha. And just like Sakyamuni Buddha, he also told that, oh, I have been a Buddha, oh, countless aeon past already. So in order to help sentient beings, he has to reincarnate as a normal being. You know, sometimes even like a gecko, as I told you. Sometimes as a spirit of even kusa grass, yeah, or the tree, or deer, or goose, etc. And human beings, of course, yeah, and also even kings of heaven. Yeah. So he transmigrates. He's walking through all paths of existence, from earth to heaven, in order to make acquaintance, to show affinity with all kind of beings in the existing world. Yeah. Similarly, Anand, though he humbly served the Buddha at that time as a not very enlightened attendant, his inherent compassion and wisdom has of course never dimmed. Therefore, because of that, even though he heard the Kuan Yin method was the best method, and he has that already from the Buddha, his compassion steered him to ask the Buddha the following question. Okay, the request. Now, what does he ask? Even though he heard all that, he still has half happiness, half sorrow. Why? Happiness because he's been with the best teacher, having been transmitted the best method. Why sorrow? He's sorrow for other beings, for other sentient beings who has no chance to ever heard of the name of the Buddha. Not to talk about being taught this kind of wondrous method, which you get after eon of thousand of, or I don't know, billion, trillion, endless kalpa. You don't just always get this meditation method, even though to some it seems easy. To Anand it's easy. Huh? He's next to the Buddha, he's a cousin of the Buddha. Of course, he get it from the Buddha. Yeah? And other already acquainted or affinity bear fruits already for them, they become Buddha disciple in that assembly. It's so easy. Not even all devas or dragon king or king of heaven would hear this method. Not all of them. It depends on what kind of merit they cultivated long ago in former life. So he was very sad. Ananda was sad, even though he was happy. So he has this mixture of feelings. So his intent was to benefit all beings in the future, as he made obeisance and said to the Buddha, "Greatly compassionate world honored one, I have already awakened and received these teachings for becoming a Buddha." Ananda saying that. And I told you, yeah, he's a compassionate person, compassionate monk. And I can cultivate it without the slightest doubt. I have often heard the thirst come one. Now you often heard me say the thirst come one when I read the sutra for you or Buddhist story, yeah? Do you know what thirst come one mean? Mean not come, not go. Mean he's here, but he's everywhere else. Yeah. Or he's here, but he's also in a different dimension. Even though he's here, he has been, or he always present. He's always present in different dimensions. Even though officially or look like for everyone at that time, he had just become enlightened some years ago under the Bodhi tree after meditating 6 years and 40 days sitting under the tree, no eating, no drinking, then became Buddha. Yeah, don't try that. It's not because of that you became Buddha. He has been a Buddha all the time. Okay. Yeah. Because if you don't eat, you don't drink, and became Buddha, then all the people who are poor, has no food, no drink, has become Buddha a long time already. I just want you to be clear. Your concept has to be correct. Otherwise, if you sit all the time and you don't have really correct understanding, it's not too much use. And then you don't tap up so easily. I saw some have kind of stamping their feet in one place. And I hope those will catch up soon. So he say that he has received the teaching from the Buddha and he can cultivate without the slightest doubt. He continued, I have often heard the thirst come one say, thirst come one, because even though he became just a Buddha, but he has always been, okay? He has always been a Buddha. And even though he stay in the samsara, the world, but he's always in the nirvana. He never he leave the world and go to nirvana. It's not like that. It just seems like that, only in this illusionary world. But he never go, never come. Never cultivate, never become Buddha, nothing. He has been always Buddha. That's why the practitioners, the enlightened one, they saw that, they know that. So they address him as First Come One. It's one of his titles. It's just like they call him World Honor One, or just like they call him Compassionate Master, Maharaji, okay? Maharaji means King of Kings. This is some of the problem when people call a master like that. Because they predicted before Jesus born that there will be a great person born to be a king of the Jews. So now, like that, they predicted that the king of the Jews will be born soon, in such and such day, or such and such year. That's why when that year when Jesus was born, with many other infants, the king of that land wanted to find all the infants and kill them all. That's why Jesus' mother and adopted father has to escape, brought him to another land. Otherwise, why? He's just an infant. He did nothing. He did not even speak yet. And had to run already. Imagine the life of a master. And therefore, when he was born already and he became adult and he learned and he meditated, he became powerful already, they still want to kill him. Therefore, no need to make any excuses. They just nail him no matter what. They even forgive one of the sinner, one of the criminal instead of Jesus. The real criminal who did harm to society, like some of criminals. They forgive them, let him free, let him go free. But kill Jesus. For nothing. For that he done nothing. Now you understand why? Because of that name. King. King of Kings. Maharaj. But they call their master like that. You're the King of Kings. More than king. Yeah? That's not the master who wants it that way. Even if he wants it that way, so what? He is the King of Kings. Above any kings in this world. Right? Yeah, Jesus was the king above any king. Before, now, after, forever. Okay. So, because of that, many of Indian masters also have problem because in India they call the master Maharaj. Maharaji means King of Kings. They address the master like that. Or Paramhansa, or Param Sant, mean saint of all saints. Or Maharaj, King of all kings. That is a name that makes trouble for the master. Because all the kings are jealous, worried. Yeah? Having fame, power, fortune is a curse in some ways. Yeah? For some people. If you don't handle well fame, fortune, and power, then you'll be in trouble. This power will become like a two-edged knife and will destroy you in the end. For what for? The king was so worried. He will kill all the innocent firstborn babies. Babies at that time, yeah? Poor Jesus. Infant. Going to be born, not yet born even, has to run. Has to leave. The parents have to leave their home, their environments, their familiar hometown where they can make money, earn a decent living and dignified, position in the world. They have to run. For what? That is because fame, power, and richness, blind people. People who has no virtue, who has no spiritual practice, who doesn't know right from wrong. Then that will kill them at the end. It doesn't kill them maybe by gun or by knife, but it will kill them at the end, and they will go to hell. It is like that. It's full of hell is full of this kind of kings or leaders. They just don't know. So I talk a lot. Are you okay still? Yes. All right. All right. Your fault. Your fault, not mine. Like disciple, like master. When you go out, you also preach to a lot of people. You love to share your wisdom with them. One time, some of the Vietnamese tell me also, they want to come and offer me service. You know, they say one of their family member or two family member would like to come. The Vietnamese people in America a long time ago. And in Europe, they told me, oh, we should come and serve you. Please let us. I said, no, I'm alone. I don't need a lot. I'm fine. I'm fine alone. Oh, yeah, I don't need to trouble you. You know, you have your own life and you must, be outside in the world, enjoying your freedom and do what you do. Oh, but you are the king, master. You are the king. She don't say such a thing anymore, please. Okay, that's the thing I want to run away from. Huh? To stay away from. Understand? That name, Maharaj, kills many masters already in India and other countries. Don't ever call me that. Yeah, I think it's seldom, maybe. Thank God. Sometimes I see people outside and they say, oh, you are beautiful. I said, oh, so old already. That's the wrong word to use for an old woman. They say, oh, age doesn't matter. It's just a number. I say, yeah, a lot of numbers, wrinkle numbers. I can count it, yes. Told you I talk a lot. Would make you happy, no? Yes. Otherwise, I can read it quickly. I can read, not that I cannot. So you want me to read it? Well, I don't want to, that's me. I want to become a Buddha, please teach me a 20 minutes. Finished. You like that? Okay. Then I become my habitual self. So Anand said to the thirst come one that I have often heard the thirst come one. Buddha has many titles, okay? Thirst come one, and the enlightened one, and the king of the world one, compassionate doctor, all kind of names they address the Buddha for respect and according to their experience, That's what the Buddha bestowed on them, spiritually and physically. They call him that, yeah? But maybe they're sick and the Buddha healed them because they prayed to the Buddha and the Buddha healed them even though other doctors cannot. Then they call him the king of all the doctors. Make trouble. All the doctors, war doctors, something like that, okay? Now, so I have heard the thirst come one say that we should save others first, then save yourself. That is the aspiration of a bodhisattva. Once your own enlightenment is perfected, then you can enlighten others. That is the way the thirst come one responds to the world. Although I am not yet saved, Ananda, I vow to save all living beings in the Dharma and in age. He continued, World Honor One. That's another title of the Buddha. You see, like Jesus is enlightened master, but also called Maharaji, great king, or the son of God. Yes. I wonder why God have only one son, and who are we then? Are we adopted or something? Of course, I respect Jesus, but I'm jealous, okay? I'm daughter of God too. Yeah. Yeah. In one hand they say we are all children of God. And the other hand they say Jesus the only son of God. What is that, huh? But nevertheless, he is worthy of that. We are only children, a son or a daughter of God if we truly follow God's commandment, follow God's way of life, follow Jesus' advice to live a noble life. Is that not so? That's why Jesus said, when he was addressing the assembly somewhere, and they said, "Oh, your mother, your sister is coming, or father coming, brother coming," whoever, he said, "Who am I? Family. Only those who follow my teaching." Something similar like that. So now, Ananda continues. World honor one. Those living beings will gradually drift away from the Buddha. And there will be as many deviant teachers, mean they go away from the path. They're not going straight, not the true teacher. As many deviant teachers propounding their method as there are sands in the Ganges. Wow. No wonder I have only 10,000 people here. We have to share with so many, as many as Ganges sands, teachers. Whoa. How did you find me? In numerous sand dunes and sands, however, whatever, yeah. You know how much sand is in the Ganges River? Or on the beach of the Ganges River, you know how much? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you can ever count. So many as, false teacher in this world. So difficult to, go to the right one, huh? Difficult, yeah. Especially when you're not yet enlightened. You don't know what is wrong, what is right, okay? So I'm telling you from the Buddha, he's been honored, since 2,000 plus years, so he cannot go wrong. Jesus also. So now he say that so many deviant teachers, yes, as there are sands in the Ganges River, yeah? Okay. I want to enable those beings to collect their thoughts and enter samadhi. You want to help other beings. So how can I cause them to reside peacefully in a bodhimanda, in the determination to follow the Buddha teaching, to become a Buddha, okay? To elevate yourself into sainthood. So that's a bodhimanda. Far from the exploits of demons and be irreversible in their resolve for bodhi means for enlightenment, okay? You want to help people in the future. How is he going to do that? He said he wants to. Because the people will be distracted, or sidetracked and following false teaching. And it is very difficult for them then to be steadfast on the enlightening road, and position. So at that time, the World Honored One praised Ananda in front of the whole assembly, saying, "Good, good indeed. How good it is that you have asked how to establish a bodhimanda and to rescue and protect living beings who are sunk in the morass of the final age. Listen well now, and I will tell you." So Ananda and the great assembly agreed to uphold the teaching. It means whatever the Buddha tells them, they will uphold. They will listen and uphold. So the Buddha told Ananda, "You constantly hear me explain in the Vinaya that there are three unalterable aspects to cultivation. That is, collecting one's thought constitutes to the precept. It means you have to keep the precept. Okay, that's number one. And then because from the precept becomes samadhi, it means you be established in tranquility, in the non-reversible enlightened state of being. That is samadhi. Not just when you sit cross-legged and your soul leaves your body, go to the high heaven. It's not just that, okay? It is your establishment in the enlightening state of being and reversible. Okay? Well, according to my humble opinion. The Buddha didn't say that. I say that. So if it's wrong, don't blame the Buddha. I told you I can talk a lot. There was a joke I told you before, no? There was a priest in the church. He can talk a lot. So then one day he apologized to his congregation because he realized that he talked a lot. Oh, so he said, oh, sorry, I forgot my watch at home. You know, meaning he talked a lot, he didn't realize how many hours passed. So one of his congregation men said, there's a calendar behind you. Don't worry about what the calendar is there. Okay. So you can tell me that whenever you had it, okay? That's why I don't see you a lot, because I know I know my limits. I don't overstay my welcome, eh? Maybe that's one reason. Yeah. That's the one, eh? Because if you keep the precepts well, then you can enter samadhi. Why is that? My humble opinion again. It's nothing. I told you I can expound things, talk a lot. You can tell, put a calendar behind. They have a clock always in front of me all the time, remember? So that I remember when you should go to eat, when you should go to sleep, when you've had it. I talk only about 1 hour now, right? Not even. Huh? Not much, is it? No need calendar yet. Okay. Then, why is that? If you keep the precept, then you can be more established, more stationary in your enlightenment, in your enlightened state of beings. Why is that? Anybody know?
Because it all takes your energy away. It all distracts you. It leaks out when you break the precepts, or when you involve yourself in it. It pours out, and you can't. It's like a balloon with holes in it.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Thank you. Kamsahamnida. You know, I want to live in Korea. He's not Korean, but he knows. Kamsahamnida. Okay. It's very good like that. It's like a leaking tank of water. It's like a whole holy balloon. Holy balloon. Has a hole in it. God, slowly the air comes out. Yes. But you are not protected. You see, the precepts are for your protection. Yeah. The precept is the thing you should not do. It actually should not be a precept, because it should be a natural of your being, of a noble being. Yeah. So of course, if you are a noble being, then you respect everyone as yourself. So how are you going to harm somebody else? Because that's like harming yourself. Right? We are all one. Then, or if you love someone so much, if you love other people, if you have compassion, then you cannot harm other people. If you do, that means you have no compassion, or very little, or less. Okay? Then of course, you cannot enter samadhi. That's one. And if you steal from somebody else, then of course, then you also don't treat others as the way you like to be treated. Yeah? Or if you tell lies, something like that. That means you're lying to yourself. You don't respect the person, that he has intelligence at all. That's why you lie. Okay? Then you also not good. Actually, the Buddha will talk more about this kind of precept afterward. Okay? So I don't want to go ahead to spoil the fun. Okay. Okay. So after you keep the precepts well, then you are more established in your enlightened, status, right? And then after you have samadhi, meaning you are stationary in your enlightenment, then you have wisdom. That's what the Buddha said here. Okay? It's not, I don't need calendar. Yeah. And wisdom is revealed out of samadhi. Okay. So after you keep the precept, you have samadhi. After you have samadhi, you will have wisdom. Therefore, the precepts are number one, no? Yeah, good. These are called the three non-outflow studies. It's just like outflow means leaking. Okay? You see, non-leaking studies. Meaning, if you keep the precept, then you have samadhi. When you have samadhi, you will have wisdom. It's not the normal knowledge, but the wisdom of the enlightenment, of Buddha, of sainthood, the wisdom of the higher dimension, of the elevated heaven wisdom. So it's very good to keep the precept, That's why I always emphasize, before you have initiation, I have asked you to keep the 5 precepts. Remember that? Or is it for me to keep? Huh? For you, huh? I also keep, of course, I also keep. So, the Buddha continues. Ananda, why do I call collecting one's thoughts the precept? That means one-pointedness. So, collecting thoughts are like precept. Because if you always concentrate on your cultivation, whether sitting, lying, because if you always have one-pointedness in your mind, you will not feel distracted by any of these temptations around you, or anything that is not pleasant to your liking, or to your mind, or your eyes, or your ears. You will not think about it, right? You concentrate always on the holy name, or concentration on goodness, virtues. Just remember all that, and you just forgetful of every other thing. That's why the Buddha say, collecting thoughts, meaning collective of this concentration, one-pointedness, is as good as precept. Yes, like that. But of course, concentrating on nirvana, on wisdom, on Buddha's teaching, not concentrating on, other things. That I don't have to tell you. That you know very well. That worldly stuff. So, Ananda, why do I call collecting one's thoughts the precept? Because if living beings in the 6 paths of any mundane world had no thoughts of lust, they would not have to follow a continuous succession of birth and death. You see? Now the Buddha beginning to expound on one of the precepts. The one that he referred to here first of all is lust. Lust is physical. Lust also for sensation. Lust is not only that, it may be lust for power, okay? Lust for richness, and just trying so hard or going too much in that direction that you forget heaven, you forget to cultivate, you forget to concentrate on some virtues and some moral, or to help others, nothing. You just want that, you see, richness, or the bodily satisfaction. That's also lustful. No. So the Buddha thinks, if you collect your thoughts away from lust, then you never have to be, reincarnate again and again into the suffering world as ours or others. The next one, Buddha continue, your basic purpose in cultivating is to transcend the wearisome defilements. But if you don't renounce your lustful thoughts, you will not be able to get out of the dust. Meaning, you will not be able to be free, liberated from the circle of life and death, always rolling in the dust of this world or the next. So here he emphasized that we should always concentrate in the opposite way of lustful intention. The word honor one continues. Even though one may have some wisdom, even if you have lustful thought, okay, and you meditate and you have samadhi, or you have some samadhi, or you have some cultivation, and then you have some fruit out of that. So the Buddha says, even though, with lustful thought, even though one may have some wisdom and the manifestation of Chan Samadhi, then you can probably stay in Samadhi for some time, if you meditate, and Even if with lustful thought, you might still gain some wisdom and samadhi. But if one does not cut off lust, one is certain to enter demonic path. Oh, scary. Okay. At best, one will be a demon king. You know, powerful. Really, demon king is not normal king, huh? Very powerful. A lot of magical power, a lot of retinue, a lot of moving mountain and earth. Oh, he can do a lot of things. But demon king is not a joke. Very powerful being. Okay. So, but that is not Buddhahood, you see. So he say, if you have lustful thought and you don't cut it off, you don't try to control it, then the best you would be is a demon king, not Buddha, no? Not Bodhisattva, not a saint. Buddha said, not me, don't look at the calendar. This is what he said. I read it. So at best one will be a demon king on the average. If it's best a demon king, averagely one will be in the retinue of demons. You know, the demons of ordinary. At the lowest level, one will be a female demon. Huh? Even in a demon world, they have races. Huh? So the worst is a female demon. I don't know what's the difference between a female and a male demon. I really don't know. These demons have their groups of disciples even. Wow. See that? It says of himself that he has accomplished the unsurpassed way, meaning the highest method, the highest, mean they already became a master of enlightenment somewhat, you know? And all of them proclaim like that. These are the disciples of the demon king. Not just a demon king, but even this female demon, he didn't say only a demon king. That means that all the demons will have disciples, and they also claim all of them became Buddha already, something like that. Okay, continue. Buddha. After mind extinction in the Dharma and in age, these hordes of demons will abound, spreading like wildfire as they openly practice greed and lust. Claiming to be good knowing advisors, they will cause living beings to fall into the pit of physical love and views and lose the way to Buddha. I mean, they lost the way to enlightenment. The Buddha continues. When you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must first of all sever the mind of lust. This is the first clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the third come ones and the Buddhas of the past. World honor ones. It all means Buddha. No? Meaning all the past Buddhas even also taught this way. Hence the 5 precepts. Okay? If you're married, it is not counted in here. But when you're married, of course, after a while it becomes, like more and more like friendship. Okay? That is different. It doesn't mean counted in here as a lustful mind. Because as I told you, lust doesn't only mean the desire between man and woman. It is desire for power, for richness, abnormally. Not just a normal way like, okay, you graduate. Of course you want to come out and find a job according to your education and your ability. That's not mean like lust after power. And if you go into politics and people incidentally voted for you to be a president, then you become president. Then it's okay. If you want to renounce your presidency, okay, nobody say anything. If you want to become or continue to be president, then it's okay too. It's the way you are destined to be a president or a king or a company millionaire or whatever. Then it's your destiny, okay? Of course, in your job, you do all your best to be successful, okay? But that doesn't mean lust after power, okay? Lust after power is when you disregard all moral standards, all virtues to their limit, okay? And to press down everyone else in order to climb up to the ladder of fame. That is different. So in your job, you do your best. That's normal. And whatever become, okay? You don't aspire to do your best so that you become a president of the company or anything. Then it's different, okay? Yeah. Just do your best because it's your job. Because it's our service to others. And if you are, of course, if you don't do your job, you are monks and nuns, and you do your job as monks and nuns, the best. Oh, do the best. You keep the precept, you keep yourself pure, yes, and you continue your path one-pointedly, and then you teach whoever come to you. Yeah, then you teach them moral, virtues, meditation, whatever you know. Yeah, that is also your job. But it's not ambition, not lust after power. Okay? Only when you want people to worship you, when you are nobody yet, and you're not having anything, you don't contribute, but you want people to contribute to you or worship you, that is wrong. It's wrong as a monk or nun. And the Buddha will explain more later on about this kind. Okay? I'm worried about the calendar, so I will limit to my thoughts. But we're almost at the end of the year, so it's okay. I'm not so worried so much. You know, I'm sad every day, almost every day. Nowadays, I don't have a lot of time to write my diary every day anymore. Sometimes I know something inside, have some insight, some vision, but I have no time to even write it down anymore. I write maybe once every 3-4 days or once every week, you know. It depends. Depends if I have time, truly, regretfully. And then I look at the calendar, myself, the calendar in my diary. And I'm so sad. I say, my God, it's already almost the end of the year. I'm older now. I feel like nothing happy about it. Huh? That's good I don't celebrate birthday, otherwise I keep reminding me every year, you know, no escape. Like this I still can feel that I'm still young. Only number, yes. Number of wrinkles. Continue, the Buddha. When you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must first of all sever the mind of lust. This is the first clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the first come ones and the Buddhas and the world honor ones of the past. He teaches the same, like all the Buddha. This is the teaching, it should be given to people. Therefore, Ananda, if cultivators of chant samadhi do not cut off lust, they will be like someone who cooks sand in the hope of getting rice out of it. After hundreds of thousands of aeons, it will still be just hot sand. No matter how long you cultivate. If your concept is not right, you know, as the Buddha taught, then you will be nothing, get nowhere. Just like cooking sand and hoping to get rice out of it. Why? The Buddha continued. Why? It wasn't rice to begin with. It was only sand. Well, why do I know that? You know that, right? If we cook sand, it won't be rice. So, if you seek the Buddha's wonderful fruition and still have physical lust, then even if you attain a wonderful awakening, it will be based in lust only. With lust at the source, you will revolve in the three paths and not be able to get out. What are the three paths? Anybody remember? Buddhist? What are the three paths? Huh? Susan? Okay, yes. Okay, she say the three paths, including being the, animals and the hungry ghost and health. This is the path that you have to walk through if you cultivate based on lust. Oh, so scary. Not just like practice and then easy to become Buddha. Eh? There are so many traps around, and there are more. You know, look at all this. I mark it off for you here. I mean, I don't just mark, it's not only here. I mean, this is the beginning of that. And that is at the end of that. So I mark only 2 times. Huh? I had to read all this in order to select out for you some. You see that? Yeah? Okay. And this is not yet the January of the calendar. It's just December. All right. So the Buddha continued. With lust at the source, you will revolve in the 3 paths and not be able to get out. Which road will you take to cultivate and be certified to the thirst come once nirvana? He asked, meaning if you continue to frolic in the lustful kind of attitude and mind, then you will not. How can you get to nirvana? He continued. You must cut off the lust which is intrinsic, inherent even, in both body and mind, for human. Then get rid of even the aspect of cutting it off. At that point, you will have some hope of attaining the Buddha's body. Hope only even yet. After you cut off all the lust, meaning concentrating on avoiding all these lustful or thought or attitude or mind or thinking, then after that you still get rid of trying, meaning it becomes like your nature, okay? And you don't even think of trying to cut it off because you have no more lust and you forget about it already. Still, at that point you still have some hope, H-O-P-E, hope to attain Buddha body. Body means enlightenment, okay? Yeah. Oh, you want me to continue? Yes. Really? It seems so hopeless. After doing all that, it seems just hopeless. Okay, and where are we all going? Huh? You and I, huh? It's okay. It's okay. There is hope. Okay? There is enlightenment. Maybe seems difficult. Avoiding temptation, lust seems to be difficult. But if we know we have it, we still can be redeemed. If we know, okay, I'm having lustful thoughts, cut it off. Okay? Try to cut it off. At least you know, okay? At least you know. For example, you know that you're sick. Yeah? You're sick already. What to do? At least you know you're sick. Okay? Then you will find a way to cure yourself or go to doctor or talk to somebody who can help you. You see? There's always some remedy. Just be mindful of what you think, of what you cultivate in your stupid mind. No. Not intelligent mind. The mind is not your fault. The mind has been born like that. Too much trouble. Just following the world. Yeah? Only the soul is truly wise and intelligent. Yeah? And good. And virtuous. And whatever the best you think of, that's in the soul, inherent already. And here we have physical body. And we have the mind. We have the brain. This also the Buddha said inherently we will think lustful thought. Yeah, the hormones, the society, infection, the example of others, the company we mix with, the work we're doing, the picture we see daily, okay, the people we contact. All these are there just to make us struggle. So just know that, okay, and try your best Always think the opposite way. Remember the 5 holy names. Remember to pray to all the saints, the Master, to help you. Then it's okay. Yeah? It's not as okay as if you don't have. But we try our best. And our heavens know how difficult it is to live in this world and being like a pure lotus in the mud. How difficult that is. Even if you don't want to have any lustful, for example, relationship, somebody come along and try to scratch you around until you give in. Because maybe you feel sorry for that guy or girl trying too hard. Maybe you're just lonely at that time. Maybe you just gone through a difficult period of your life. Maybe you just lost your job. Or maybe you just gone through the winter of your spiritual cultivation. And maybe you just lost some loved ones and you're just lonely, you're just weak and something come attack you. This is a Maya. The Maya will use anything to attack you. Not just person. Use anything at all. Situation, creating problem for you. So, be merciful to yourself. Just be aware, okay? Do not try to condemn yourself too hard. You're only human. We are only humans, okay? Well, I don't mean you are human. I mean you have human's body. And the human body, human's brains are source of all illness. If we don't take good care and be alert and knowing what they're doing to us. Got that? Yes. Knowing our weakness so we can forgive ourselves and strive to be stronger. Okay, not spoiling us, not indulging in our weakness. Then it's all right. Truly, I don't think God and Buddha would be so heartless, no compassion as to condemn us to the point, because we are really thrown into a sea, tied hand and feet, and had to swim to survive. It's like that. Just know it, okay? Beware, all right? Beware, and try to control it as much as you can. That's why all the other great people, they say the best victory is conquering yourself, because it's too hard. It's too hard. Yes. And then you must work for your life. Yeah, you must take care of your family, your parents, and every other things. They take all your time already. We have only 24 hours. And we need to sleep 8 hours. More or less. And we have to cook. We have to go shopping. We have to eat. We have to take care of our clothes. We have to pay tax. We have to drive car to work, drive back, insurance. Oh, God. Truly, if I am still in the world, like you are, with husband, wife, children, I'm not sure if I could even meditate as good as you do. Good for Buddha that he left the whole kingdom, left for 500 concubines, yeah? 500, but that's a fixed number in India, I told you. That could be 200, it could be 50. I mean, a lot, many. They always say 500, 2,000. You know, 84,000. I explained already last time. Like that. So I'm not trying to condemn you ever, okay? I feel really, really that you are worthy of admiration and respect. I truly feel that way. That you're so strong, so tough. Such a world you live in. So many things binding you. So much stuff to distract you. So many temptations to bind you. So much obligation on you. And you still want to practice and meditate, and go to group meditation, and go to charity events, helping me with SMTV, cleaning the ashram for everybody, etc. You really earn a place in heaven. I really, really love you, even the least of you. Even you can't meditate very well, I do love you because I know it's just a world. It's like that. I don't know how anyone can survive here so long with all this surrounding, tiring job and obligation and temptation and work and whatever. Yeah. And physical body demand, and physical body weakness. And the mind's trouble, the mind's weakness. And the surrounding companies, not all of them are good for you. Yes. And once you make a mistake, it's difficult to go back. It just keeps binding you and one lead to another. It's like somebody doesn't want to get married, to begin with. But then he or she got married. Somehow got married. And then it's not ending there. Have children. And then work harder. Yeah. Work harder. And more anxiety, more worry because of the kids. Got a love for the kids. I don't mean that is a bad thing to have children or anything. What I mean is that it probably wasn't the thing you want to begin with. And then you pass into it. And you can't get out. Just get more and more trouble. More children, and then later more grandchildren, and more whatever. And then the in-laws together. And, the trouble that brought with. It's a package deal. It's a package deal. It's not just one person coming to your life. It's many things. The wives and husband friends, the wife and the husband family, wives and husband, other not too good company, yeah, etc., 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 and the colleagues and the boss. Oh God! I really think you are tough guys. Tough. You are made of iron. I should call you iron initiate. How you do all this? I don't know. I had only 7 dogs and several, maybe tens of thousands of disciples, and I'm already very tired. And how you do all this? And disciples are mostly very good. Yeah? All right. No, I truly, really, really love you because I know what you go through every day, every single day of your life. Even if you try to avoid one, it still will get another. The Maya is always around. He never leaves you alone. He doesn't leave me alone. He can't mess up with me. He messes up with my, attendant, assistant. Actually, dog's assistant. Every day. Every day. If I cannot cry, I just laugh. What else to do? Cry and laugh is same. Same situation. Yeah. You're in prison already. You cry or you laugh, what would you do? Still in prison, right? Make no difference. Just as I told you. Yeah? I wear high heel and I stand up, still make not much difference to you. You don't see me much. Right. Now, I told you, I talk a lot. You need a calendar now? Huh? Hey, it's all your fault. You don't want me just to read it. You want me to talk? Never mind, we have fun, okay? We have fun. Yeah, whatever. Okay, huh? You already have training method. You already know the 5 precepts. What else can be wrong? And you want to see your master. Can it be wrong? No, right? So she has to sit here so you can see her, right? And if you cannot just sit here for just look, so I have to talk also. Entertain you, huh? Yeah, you should be lucky to have some entertainment master, no? Yeah. All right, my ego is going up already. All right, so the Buddha say that what I have said here, above mentioned, just up to now, apart from mine, yeah, except mine. He say what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. Any explanation others counter to it, mean opposite to it, is the teaching of the papilla, meaning the atheist, meaning it's wrong. Huh? What the Buddha said about the lustful mind, that we should cut off, we should be aware of it. Just be aware of it, okay? Then that is the teaching of the Buddha. He didn't say be aware of it. I say that. Because the Buddha has it too good. Maybe he doesn't know much about the suffering of normal humans. So he said, you have to do it or die. So I tell you, beware and control it. Buddha has been born as a prince. And he has been a Buddha forever. He's a tough guy, right? Prince, muscular, and 500 concubines. Born in silk and silver and gold. And even he went out after a few years, became Buddha again. And people worship him. Whatever he says, people listen with awe, respect. Yeah? So he probably never had to work all his life. Of course, it's his good karma, good marriage. You could cultivate. Well, and then you can become a king and then a prince and a Buddha like that. If you cultivate what the Buddha said. Okay? Right. So the Buddha has cut off his tie with the world. As a prince, he was so well protected. He lived in luxury. Yeah, he lived in protection, love, and respect, worship, whatever he wants, he got. Until he went out and saw the suffering on the street, then he wake up. But even then, he went to become a monk. Also, it's not like you have to go out to work, fighting with the world for some morsel of food and a few dress on your body. That's a different suffering. But the Buddha has been determined to be enlightened in order to help sentient beings. That was also a very hard job. But it's a different. He doesn't roll in the traffic jam every early morning when your eyes still not open, just to go out to work. Otherwise, you don't have bread on your table. And at that time, he doesn't have to breathe pollution air like the way we do now, which contaminates our body, weaken our resistance, blurring our mind. We have all this now. You have all this now. Apart from other hardship you have to endure every day in your life. So if the Buddha were born again in this lifetime, with you, in your century, in your generation, and have to undergo all this hardship, then probably he would be more lenient. But of course, you must remember, he's talking to the monks, yes? To the assembly of monks who is already arhat, who is already pure, already left everything behind and has the fortune to be cut off from all the mundane obligations, trouble, and temptation. All they do is just take their bowl, go around in the village, have whatever they have, come back, eat their food, meditate, listen to the Buddha, living a very not too bad life. Even though maybe to bake and eat only once a day, maybe it's unimaginable to you. But you get used to it. And if you have no choice, that's probably be good. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because they will be busy with some other things, They will answer other lay disciples to come and ask. The lay disciple don't always ask the Buddha. The Buddha is not always available. He has to go to samadhi, he has to meditate. So maybe they ask Ananda, they ask other monks. So they're also busy teaching them. And they're also busy remembering what Buddha teaching. Write it down and contemplate on it, you see. And when you're busy, you don't feel that hungry. If you want to slim down, I have a recipe. Huh? You want to hear? No. All of you are very skinny. You don't need. Really, you want? Okay, I'm telling you. You just do what I do. Be a master. Okay. Busy yourself so much that you just eat half a bowl and then you have to run for the phone, run for the dog, run for everything. And then you lost your appetite. And you won't eat no more. That's also a good method. Yeah. Yeah, because I was having appetite. I was enjoying my food. But then I had to rush because of deadline and other things, that's the rushing time. And then after I finish that, I don't feel any appetite anymore. I don't feel like I would want to enjoy that food anymore. Yeah? No? No. Some of you would have had similar situation, right? Yes, huh? Yes. Don't tell me that I don't teach you everything. I do. Even to how to slim down. Right. We continue until I prove to you why the Buddha is vegan, not vegetarian. And probably Jesus was vegan too, okay? It's just that he didn't say anything or there's no trace of it. So we just presume that he was vegetarian. Yeah? Because Asim is supposed to be vegetarian, okay? But mostly vegetarian, they ate pure food. You know, not like nowadays, they eat fish and seafood, you know, shrimp and stuff, and they call themselves vegetarian. I said, what kind of vegetable that swim around in the sea like that? Huh? What kind of vegetable that swim around? Yeah? Have a face, breathe in and out, and go to eat, and blinking eyes, wagging tail, and stuff like that. What kind of vegetable is that? Huh? You see the swim, they also swing their tails to swim. The fish also swinging their fins and all that to swim. What kind of vegetable is that? Bread? Is that a vegetable? No. See? Telling you. They call themselves vegetarian, eating all that. So, it's not like when the Buddha or even Jesus ate vegetarian. Maybe they probably drink a little milk here and there when they're sick, or if people even offer it to them. Okay? The monks, they come out for alms, yeah? But the Buddha say if there's meat in the bowl, you take the meat out and eat just the vegetable. Okay? So, it's not that easy to just go out and bake and eat anything. It's not like that. And most people, I don't think they put the milk on top of all the vegetables and rice when they give it to the Buddha. So milk is not always like available. It's not that. So even if they are vegetarian, it's very unlikely that they even have a chance to have milk. So nowadays, if they drink milk, eat egg even, they call themselves vegetarian. I don't think they offer that to Buddha. Even offer, the Buddha say, take it aside. I will show it to you soon. You know why? I tell the SMTV staff to change the Buddha into vegan, not vegetarian. I will keep it. The calendar is still on. Yeah, you're a master, huh? And talk, huh? Ooh. I can also go back to my room also, you know. I wasn't really like very enthusiastic to come and talk to you. Of course you were here already. I feel I should, yeah? Well, I was very, not very strong. Not very like, whoa, you know, I'm going out to talk now. Buddha, no, I wasn't very good, okay? A lot of working, rushing before the retreat so that I can go to the retreat. Even at the last minute, this early morning, 4 o'clock, they still send documents for me. And I worked until, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8:30. I mean, all night already. I thought 4 o'clock I can go to take a rest. No, cannot. Hey, even I'm on retreat and they still send it to work. Imagine that. Yeah. And then all kind of irregular activity, you know, make the body kind of weak. Huh? Not that I don't love you. I really love to see you. I really. And now I'm here. I feel like, okay, I could talk. But when I come back to the room, it may be a different dimension. Not like I'm really enthusiastic to come out and forget the calendars and that stuff. It's not really. But I could go on if you are around. Huh? I guess your enthusiastic spirit, your love, and your hoorah and clapping, all that, good for the ego. And then they say, oh, it's a lot of rewards. I'm just kidding. I just love it. That's the only drive, okay? That's the only drive that makes me drive this body. Yeah. How can you keep driving your body for many days on end without sleeping and eating just something? Or not eating, how can you drive your body like that? It's only love that can do that. Yeah? Only love, I think, that can do that. Love drives. I deserve it shamelessly. But just like the parents, I'm just thinking to myself, now that I'm talking to you and I ask that question, I'm just thinking to myself, it's just like the parents love the children so much that they spend sleepless nights taking care of their ill children and go to work endlessly, 2-3 jobs even, just to afford them to go to college. Even just doing normal job, it's not like a very high-paid job. Doing 2-3 jobs, going to sleepless nights and eating on the road and enduring all kind of hardship or humiliation, just to put the children into easy life and to college or to education, whatever they can afford. Yeah, I think it's like love that drives you. Even if you're dead, you get up again. Could be. So even when I'm coming out talk to you, or when I go out on lecture tour, the way I talk, people would think, oh, she loves this job. She is strong and healthy and very energetic. It's not 100% true. It's not. All right. Continue. Further, Ananda, if living beings in the 6 paths of any mundane world have no thought of killing, he explained further. What's next? Okay? After lust, what's next? That drives beings to migrate, again and again in this vicious circle of life and death. So if the beings in the 6 paths, now including humans, okay, and the devas, and what else? Buddhist? 6 paths are quỷ, chúng sinh, 还有地狱，还有另外一个上人、阿修罗，还有天人，是吗？ Nuns? Yes? Okay. I'm certified with the nuns here already. All right. So that means, nevertheless, for the Asura, meaning the astral beings, the first word that we have to pass is the astral world, And the beings there, we call them astral being or Asura. Asura, Sanskrit term for astral beings, These astral beings, but they are also very benevolent astral beings as well. Meaning these beings, whether or not they are benevolent or vicious, they are Asuras. And they also inside of this 6 existence, which cannot escape birth and death and destruction, old age and etc., if they don't stop killing. Killing directly or indirectly is the same. Because if you don't eat meat, for example, then no one will kill the animals for you. What? Anybody so crazy will go buy a lot of animals and then kill them, just leave it there? Making no money? It is the money that drives people to raise animals and kill them for food. To sell it to the people who eat it. If people cease eating them, then there will be no more killing. Right? So eating meat is a kind of also indirect killing. Right? It supports that kind of job. It supports that kind of business, of killing. So the Buddha say, all this being, including some lower level of heaven, if they have no thoughts even, not just killing, but thoughts even. That's why the Buddha say you have to collect your thoughts, see? Because if you collect your thoughts, then you know you control your thought, then you don't do the wrong thing. Yeah, that's right. Concentrate on the virtue and moral and compassion and love. So the Buddha said, if these 6 paths beings do not have any thought of killing, they would not have to follow a continuous succession of births and deaths. If you don't kill, you will not die. Are reborn again and suffering old age and sickness and separation and sorrow and all kind of pain. So killing is one of the cause of transmigration, yeah, after lust. Yeah, I don't know why the Buddha mentioned lust first. I guess it's because it's the assembly of monks. Yeah, monks, they don't kill anyway already. Yeah, so lust is more important for monks. Because monks and nuns, when they came to the Buddha, they were still in the prime of their youth. And this hormonal drive that makes them crazy, make all of the young people trouble. That's why the Buddha mentioned it first. I guess. Okay, my humble opinion. Don't look at the calendar. My humble opinion again. All right. I have to make it more plain, okay, and explain to you. Because if you read the sutra, some of it are really out of understanding. You can't understand a thing. That's why many people don't, they say they follow such and such religion, but they don't understand what is it, the principle of the doctrines of their faith. Because the masters has long ago left our world, and their teaching at that time, their talk are also a little different from nowadays. It depends on the master. If the master talk in the very high language, it's more difficult even. And not to talk about this kind of abstract terms, yeah, it's more difficult. And in such a way that not many people can understand. So if I talk a lot, it's just to make it more plain, okay? The calendar is useful, but your understanding is also very necessary. Yeah. So if you read sutra alone, it may be very difficult. Okay, to understand. Sometimes I read it a little different in a plainer language. Your basic purpose of cultivating samadhi is to transcend the wearisome defilement. But if you do not renounce your thought of killing, you will not be able to get out of the dust. The Buddha means after lust, if you already conquered the lustful mind, but still you already cut off defilement in one department. But if your mind still doesn't cut off the thought of killing or violence or harm to others, then you won't get out of the samsara dust. Samsara, this world dust. Okay, meaning it's rolling again and again in the dust and carrying this dusty body, which is made of dust. Buddha say like that, meaning you can never get out of the physical existence. This is dust. Anyway, I decorated a little bit to make it beautiful dust, but it's still dust. Just to make it pleasant to your eyes. I don't know, I keep asking heaven, I'm older now. Can I just wear everyday plain, like gray, brown, you know, like those dim yellow, dark and red, even if red. Can I just wear two or one kind of color every day? You know? They say, no, carry on your usual self. Speak in English like that. Use yourself. The former vice president of Taiwan, she's a practitioner of Buddhism. She's vegetarian, very good person. And now she sometimes talk very good about me somewhere else. I haven't heard it myself, but somebody told me that. And then one time she came to visit our ashram and see, if you can call it ashram, I call it trees, the planted trees area, no? There's nothing there you can call an ash, a ram, or maybe ash, okay, but ram, I don't know. Dust is a kind of ash also, you know, right? Okay, so ash, ram. All right, then she asked me whether if in the practicing, is the clothes, dress very important or not? Of course, everybody know I'm very flowery dress, huh? Not like ordinary, not like other nuns. So they asked me that question. I think all the disciples of her or follow her don't dare ask her. She asked for them. They say, is it important, the dress, if you're practitioner, nuns? I say not important, of course. But it is very good to wear nuns and monks' robe. People leave you alone. At least they don't come and flirt with you. They don't try to tempt you. That's just cut off one of the temptations. The less the better. And then you don't have any hair anymore, then you don't need a comb. Save a lot of money already. So the comb sometimes broke. You don't have to buy new one. And you don't have to wash a lot. And even if you wash, you don't even have to worry about blowing. Then you have another hair blowing machine. Yeah, it's another expense. And cumbersome, luggage. And also, what else? And you don't have to wash it very clean or not clean. It doesn't look so much difference because it's gray, brown color, or black. Yeah, I don't see much of the of the stain. Yes. And everywhere you go, you just take a very small suitcase. In the Himalaya, even after some years already, I still carry just a very small. Those that the monks and Buddhist monks and then carry around them. Yeah, small bag. Shoulder, carry. And I put my second clothes in it. And when I was in Himalaya, I wear only white, simple, Punjabi dress. Only two. Very simple. So I'm glad to come here, so I can leave those behind at least. And then now they bring it here. I did not say anything. I did not want to. I just bring a few and I thought that's enough. I can keep changing, No, they brought some here. I'm telling you. You cannot run away. If you want one banana, you get the whole tree. Okay, never mind. I go with the flow. They make lemonade out of lemonade. But wearing monk and nun robe is very nice. Very comfortable. The color is just gray. Make you feel very comfortable. Like homey, yeah? When I wear those in other time, I feel very comfortable. You don't worry. You feel very comfortable. Light. Simple. Yeah. Just feel homey, yeah? Somehow. The color. Brown, dirt brown or gray. You feel very comfortable in it. Try it. Next time. Or maybe it's just your attitude. You just want to be simple. It's different. Maybe it's not the clothes, yeah? One time when I was younger, is the calendar still there? When I was younger, I was in Germany. I talked to a monk, he's a very virtuous monk. He was already 60-something at that time. I was maybe 29, 30 at that time. I asked him, I want to become a monk. Yeah. He said, why? You're doing well in the world. You're helping the Buddhism, you're doing good for the temple. And you help the monks and the nuns. You're doing well. You don't have to be a monk. And then I said, but I like it. In the world, we have to wear different clothes, to go to work, it's all changing, all that, and complicated, yeah? Oh, you're laughing at And he said, you don't know. Some monks also are complicated. He said to me, just wearing the clothes, simple clothes, doesn't make you simple. He said like that. I just now remember, and it could be true. It could be true. But at least it's simple. Physically, you don't have to have a lot of luggage to take care of it. Yeah. Oh, moving house is really tiring, Just the other day I had to move something here, yeah? Because you are here, So I have to move some of this theater weapon stuff. Yeah. Move here. And I had to do it all alone. Because I don't have, in that situation over there, I cannot ask anybody to help me. Also, maybe they don't know what I want, okay? So I had to do everything myself, sorting things out, and then pack it, and then I have to select this and that, and I thought, oh, can I do all this? Oh, can I? Very tired. Too bothersome. And I remember with kind of sadness, regretfulness, when I remember the time of Himalaya, when I have only 2 pair of Punjab clothes, pajama like. And of course some inner clothes and socks. That's all I had. And go all the way to the Himalaya. and cold weather. But when you walk, you're very warm. All the people who were on the horseback look at me like I'm a saint, you know? Yeah, insane. Yeah. Because a girl go alone in the India is not safe, you know that? And the only two pair of clothes, a thin cotton, you know, the Indian cotton, and only one pullover. But I don't ever wear it because I'm hot I feel hot when I'm walking all day. I feel hot. Even when the rain make my clothes wet, I still feel very warm. And the snow is still abound. The month of May is still a lot of snow around. The army has to cut through the snow in order for the children to walk. It's like two walls of snow on both sides of you when you walk. Like the wall of snow. In some part, yeah? Some part. Oh, anyway, it's still cold. I never felt cold. That's why some people, they look at me and they come and want to take me home to worship. And then one guy wants to marry me, remember? He's younger, he's not graduated as a lawyer yet, and he wants to marry me. I was already 30, 31 or something. I said, I'm married and I'm older than you. He said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. बहुत अच्छा नहीं good okay yes. And he's very good looking. Yeah. That was all time, huh? All time. I didn't fancy him, don't think about it. No, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, it's a food. Just for fun. Just for fun. I guess they think I am kind of holy or something, yeah? A girl alone, Asian, so small and skinny, and walk alone with one stick with sleeping bag, and the clothes I put inside the sleeping bag, you know, one pair of clothes, and the pair I wear, you see? And put over also inside the sleeping bag, and I roll it. So it looks like I have no luggage at all, just a sleeping bag. So they think I'm a kind of, whoa, magical power, powerful something, deity or some kind, you know, manifesting just to test them or something. The Indian people, they're very pure. Yeah. No, if they walk down from the horse and walk like me, then they don't need anything more. So even though one may have some wisdom and manifestation of chant samadhi, you know, if you meditate, you have some wisdom come out of it and some samadhi. But if one does not see his killing, one is certain to enter the path of spirit, meaning kind of ghosts and demon, huh? Low diva, not Buddha, not Bodhisattva, not sainthood. So he say further, at best, you know, the best for you, even ever, that a person will become a mighty ghost. Wow. How awesome. Mighty ghost. If, on the average, one will become a flying yaksha. Oh, at least you can fly. Yaksha. Meaning a ghost leader or a kind, okay? Just a ghost. At the lowest level, one will become an earthbound rakshasa. Called like ghostling or something like that. Anyway, kind of ghosts. The different kind of ghosts, they're all ghosts. Now you know why. The Buddha, the war honor one, the enlightened master, he said that. If you don't see his killing, meat eating, blood drinking, then you will become ghosts. Mighty ghosts even, can fly, fine, but nothing else. Right. So beware, yeah? 5 precepts, yeah? No lying, no stealing, yeah? It's coming next, the one line coming next. These ghosts and spirits have their groups of disciples, also even have disciples. Each says of himself that he has accomplished the unsurpassed way. It's the same like the other one. After my extinction, meaning the Buddha, Nirvana, in the Dhamma ending age, these hordes of ghosts and spirits will abound, spreading like wildfire as they argue that eating meat will bring one to the body way. They argue. These ghosts and spirits, they say if you eat meat, you still can, you will go on the body way, meaning you go in the Buddha's direction. You will become the Buddha. My God, what nonsense. How can anybody believe that? But somebody does, huh? Obviously. Okay. You want some more? Yes. No? Okay. Until midnight. Max, okay? 27 minutes. You can use the calendar sometime. Ananda. The Buddha continued to talk to Ananda. Ananda, I permitted the bhikkhus, the monks, earlier days, to eat 5 kinds of pure meat. This meat is actually a transformation brought into being by my spiritual power. The Buddha manifested it, used his power to make the meat for these bhikkhus because they probably live in an area where the vegetable doesn't grow, or they are not used to it, or maybe they're sick or something, or nobody give them the vegetarian food, something like that. So the Buddha manifested some so-called meat to give to these bhikkhu, the monks, yeah? So it basically has no life force, fake meat, yeah? And nowadays they're also trying to make that. You Brahmins live in a climate so hot and humid, and on such sandy and rocky land that vegetables will not grow. I was right. The vegetable cannot grow there. So the Buddha manifested for his disciples, monks, to eat. Therefore, I have had to assist you with spiritual powers and compassion. Because of the magnitude of this kindness and compassion, what you eat that tastes like meat is merely said to be meat. In fact, however, it is not meat. See that? No. Same in the Bible. God has also manifested manna. Yeah? Probably God at that time was manifested in a physical form as a master. In the Bible, God manifests manna for them to eat. And then one time, God so-called his disciple or believer of God also asked God mockingly. In the old time, it say that you manifest the manna to our ancestors to eat. Why don't you manifest meat for us? Yeah, and God did manifest meat. Rain down meat for them to eat. And after that, he destroyed them all. So in the Bible also say, meat for the belly, belly for the meat, but God shall destroy both meat and them. So both of this religion that I am acquainted with say the same thing, more or less. Except that the Buddha lived a very long life. He preached over 80 years, so he can tell many things that he knows. And even then he said, what I told you, he said to his disciple, what I told you is just some leaves in my hand compared to the forest. Yeah, of course, so many things he cannot explain in humans' language. I cannot show them in the mundane vision. How can the Buddha say everything? Except you yourself become Buddha and experience it yourself. Okay? So he said, what I told you is just a handful of leaves compared to the forest leaf. Whoa, imagine how little it is, yeah? And then we have so many sutras already. This is just one of them. It's just one of them, and so big like that. And what I tell you now is just a portion of it, a small portion. Understand? I select what's good for you only, it's not too many things, okay? Alright, but if I have time, maybe I check out more, whatever, maybe good for you, okay? Or maybe the other sutra, like Lotus Sutra. Other sutra also very, very good. All the Buddhist sutra are very good. So he said, it tastes like meat because of I manifest it, but it's not real meat. It has no life force, no killing. Just nowadays, like we eat vegetarian meat, vegan meat, huh? It tastes very good. the texture and all that look like maybe similar to hamburger, but it's not. There's no killing in it, no life force in it. Even the Buddha manifest, there's no life force of even vegetable. After my extinction, after Buddha's nirvana, after he passed from this world, after my nirvana or extinction, how can those who eat the flesh of living beings be called the disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha? He asked, he said, how can anybody? After he died already, nobody manifests the fake meat for them. So if anybody eat meat, they are not disciple of the Buddha. I told you before in some of my lectures that Buddha said that. It is here, okay? If you don't believe me, you go home and get the Surangama Sutra, page 163. You read it. So this is true, what I said before, that the Buddha said this, said that, is true also. You should know, the Buddha continued, you should know that these people who eat meat may still gain some awareness and may seem to be in samadhi even. But they are all great raksasas, lower groups. Not even, diva in the heaven, not even diva in lower kingdom, not even asura. It's a rakshasa, low ghost. It's a magical power, maybe. When their retribution ends, they are bound to sink into the bitter sea of birth and death again. They are not disciples of the Buddha. Such people as these kill and eat one another in a never-ending cycle. How can such people transcend the triple realms? The triple realm is the Asura and the second world and the third world even. After you transcend the three worlds, then you can be forever liberated. The four levels, okay? Or you can say that they cannot transcend the three existence, like the hungry ghost and the hell and the vicious animals birth. Not all animal births are from the karma, okay? But some are. Whew. Okay, I am almost there. So many. Oh my God. I thought I can end, but they're going on. It's too heavy. And that's not included my calendar talk. I don't know if you can sleep tonight. If we don't cut it off now. All right. Okay, tell me when you had it, then we all go sleep, okay? Then we can talk again tomorrow. We have 7 days, right? That's why you're clapping. You confuse my ego now. What is it? You like me talk or you don't like me talk? Yes or no? Yes, don't like? Yes, like. Okay, I know. Just joking. I know what you like. Yes. Best is that CPA 24/7. Talk whatever, right? Play the podcast. Peace in Korea, whatever. You like it all. Okay, Buddha continued. When he said to Ananda, because Ananda said he wanted to save sentient beings, remember? Yes. And he asked the Buddha, how can he do that? Yes. So now the Buddha concluded, more or less, not yet concluded. I concluded when I concluded. It's not yet. Therefore, Ananda, when you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must also cut off killing. The people, not just the monks and nuns, yeah? So the people in the world, must also cut off killing. This is the second clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the first come ones and the Buddhas of the past, the world honor ones of the past. Meaning all the Buddha, all the saints, teach this way to all people. Yeah, either now or the past. That's what the Buddha said. So the Buddha said, therefore, Ananda, if cultivators of Chan Samadhi, mean the meditation, the way you do not cut off killing, they are the one who stops up his ears and calls out in a loud voice, expecting no one to hear him. It's like he stuffed his ear, but he talked very loud and yelled loud and then thinking nobody hear him because he himself doesn't. Yeah. Well, you know everything, my God. What for I'm talking? Huh? You come up here. All right. Very good. Because when you stuff your ears, yeah, and you don't hear even if you talk loud, okay, or anybody talk loud. When you stuff your ear and then you talk loud and then you think nobody hear and you won't disturb anybody anyway. And that is not correct. That's not logical. That's what the Buddha meant. Just an example to make it more clear explanation to Ananda. The Buddha is very patient, don't you think? Yeah. He keeps saying this, saying that, exhausting all kind of explanation, taking his time so that his disciple understand well, and not just understand but understand well. Because the example is more clear, yeah, than just talk. Because he stuffed his ear and expected no one to hear him. It is to wish to hide what is completely evident. Say it is very illogical that you eat meat and you will become Buddha. How can you kill someone and live? Eternally. That's what Buddha means. It's not reasonable, not logical. So, bodhisattvas and bhikkhus, monks, who practice purity will not even step on grass in a pathway. Even less will they pull it up with their hand. How can one with great compassion pick up the flesh and blood of living, moving beings and proceed to eat it to his fill? The monks in Hinayana Buddhist country, such as some of the Asian countries, they are in the Hinayana way of Buddhist life, or Buddhist monk. You wouldn't think that they eat a lot of meat, but it's not like that. Except the monks and who has many followers, and maybe they bring meat to the temple and offer it to the monks. Otherwise, they go out every day, once a day in the morning, just to go for alms, and the people give them whatever they eat. Okay? I saw that it's not much meat on. I don't see meat at all. I just see some rice and vegetables. And to be a monk like that, eat once a day and go out beg for food and eat whatever people give is not a very comfortable life, physically speaking. Okay? So it's a very hard practice, very high discipline. I saw them using their hand, like the people who offer food, they don't just use spoon, Outside, when these monks from other Asian countries come out to beg for food, people just use their hand and take some a pinch of rice and put it in the bowl, because they go in a whole line of monks, yeah? And mostly I see young monks, children monks come out. And they use their hand, God knows if they wash them or not. They use their hand to pick the rice from their pot and give one pinch to each monk. And to the next one, the other would give some vegetables. And I don't know how much they get in a bowl from that. But it's not seem to be a lot. So if you think to be a monk is an easy job, a lazy job, just don't want to work and go out beg for food, it's not true, okay? Even the Hinayana monks, they don't just have a good life like that, the way you think, okay? Come out and beg for food, and people just use a hand to the pick and give it to you like that. Some use spoon, but not all. I saw it. It's require strength, discipline, and strong faith. May the Buddha's blessing as well. Because these Asian countries, they followed strictly the Buddha's way. And when Buddha was alive, they go out for alms, okay? They don't do business, they don't cook for themselves, they don't demand things. They go out for food. People give them what they give, and they eat what they eat together. And they don't wear shoes also. They just have 2 pair of monk robe maybe, and maybe a blanket, but nothing more. Can you live like that? No, honestly not. For me, maybe not. The question of hygiene is already to begin to start my problem. But maybe if I have to, maybe I can. But I'm not sure about that. I have to be honest with you. Sometimes I go out to buy something to eat. Like I say, I want this bread, I want this bread. And if the vendor use her hand, to pick out the bread, I say, no, I don't want that one. I want this one. I do it myself. And sometimes if she use the same knife that she cut the meat, and she cut my other thing, I said, no, oh, so sorry, no, I changed my mind. I go buy something else. Yeah. So I don't know if I go out, I can beg and people just put anything in my bowl like that, and I don't know if I can eat without vomiting. All right, so you know my weakness now. You caught me. Yeah, that's the problem when you talk a lot. You will talk about yourself also without you, before you even know it. And all your weakness come out, yeah? All right, have a laugh at my expense. I don't care. Now, this is the part where I told you that Buddha was a vegan, okay? He said, bhikkhus, means monks and nuns, bhikkhus who do not wear silk, not even wear silk, or leather boots. At that time, the Buddha already so clear. The bhikshu who do not wear silk, or leather boots, or fur, or down from this country, or consume milk, cream, or butter, can truly transcend this world. Hear that. That's the talk of the Buddha. He doesn't even drink milk. He don't wear silk. Some monks are offered silk robe because silk can repel insects and give you comfortable feeling summer or winter. Yeah. But it's made by that silkworm. Understand? They put the silkworm in the boiling water, alive, and get the cocoon. After that, well, if you know all these kind of things, you don't want to wear anything. Do wear something. What I mean is those luxury stuff, fur and all that. You see, they cut the seal to death, the baby seal to death, bleeding, and then get their fur. What for? You can wear anything else and keep warm, huh? And pretty. All right, now, do you see that? So the Buddha say, if the monks who don't wear silk, who don't wear leather boots even the leather boots are not, much of the cruelty. Yeah, it is, but they already kill the cows or the animals to eat flesh, and the leftover they use, like a leftover, the discarded part, like the skin they don't eat, yeah, they use it to make boots. But even then, the Buddha said, don't wear it. Not to talk about killing and eat it, yeah? Eat the animal, alive or dead. So, do not wear silk. The bhikkhus, he talked because this is all the monk that he was talking to, yeah? But even then, even a monk who already renounced all the comfort in the world, family, wife, kids, money, fame, profit, renounce it all already, yeah? Already have a lot of merit, virtues, and already gained a good teaching with the Buddha, staying with the living Buddha every day. Still he tell you, don't eat meat, don't wear silk even, don't wear leather boots, don't wear down, from the pluck the feather from the birds, don't wear down from this country, don't consume milk, don't consume cream that's made from milk, and butter. Then you can truly transcend this world. You see, You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Not just I say, the Buddha said it. Here, I mark it with the star. Yeah. I read it long ago, I marked it. I thought maybe one day I'd tell you. But I thought you knew already. But then I said, why? Why not? Just reconfirm it with the authority figure. Maybe you believe it more. Oh, at least some people outside, when they watch my lecture, maybe they can believe more and leave the animals in peace. So, the Buddha continued, when they have taken back their past death, they will not have to re-enter the triple ring ever again. If you don't wear silk, if you don't drink milk, if you don't take cream, if you don't wear down, if you don't take butter, leather boots, then you never have to enter the circle of life and death again. Okay, now, why? The Buddha asked, why? It is because when one wears something taken from a living creature, one creates conditions with it. Just as when people eat the 100 grains, their feet cannot leave the earth, cannot leave the ground. Yeah? Both physically and mentally, one must avoid the bodies and the byproducts of living beings by neither wearing them or eating them. I say that such people have true liberation. Bravo, Buddha. Thank you very much. One minute to midnight. The Buddha said, what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. He doesn't mean only his teaching, but he means the saints' teaching, the holy people's teaching, past and present, for him. So, when he said Buddha's teaching, he means general here, a third party. He doesn't mean himself, yeah? So, what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. Any explanation counter to it is the teaching of papaya, means the heretic, the non-believer, the evil. Okay, there are some more. Okay, we continue next time. Yeah. Okay. So that you can go rest. Okay. Explain more about the precepts. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you.
We love you, Master. I love you, Master. Thank you. Thank you, Master.